Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jesse Krim. I'm a senior in the School of Information Studies and a minor in entrepreneurship here at Syracuse University. And for those who don't know, I was just a part of a 5-day trip called Spring Break in Silicon Valley, visiting 24 different technology companies through the iSchool, open to students of all majors. And I really hope that everybody who wants to go does apply. So I'm here today to give you my 15 top takeaways from the trip, and there were so many more. I've narrowed it down to 15, and I'm going to start off with number 1, our first stop at Google from an SU alum. He said that the skills that he developed from building his own company is what prepared him for corporate life at Google. And he said Google's looking for self-starters and driven people, and by him starting that company, that's what he leveraged in order to land an amazing job at Google Ventures. Number 2, aim for the moon, but make sure that you're fully prepared along the way. Reach for the stars, but be able to work on yourself daily and weekly and yearly to be able to build the connections and also the skills and the personal skills and the people skills and the knowledge skills that it takes to climb up that ladder. Number 3, have command presence. Develop this. It's something that I learned from the CEO of Chegg. When he walked in the room, you could just tell that from the mix of his confidence and humility and passion and his trustworthiness in his employees, he really had this presence that had the whole room turn to him to listen to what he's saying. Number 4, you can have the best idea in the world, but with bad, little, or absolutely no marketing at all, there's no way it can get off the ground. So cultivate that story, cultivate what your product is, and make sure to market it with passion. Number 5, the Silicon Valley ecosystem has taken years to develop. It's something that New York City is working on, but it's just not at that level of Silicon Valley, where after 50 years, there's so many people who are willing to give back and continue cultivating the entrepreneurial and innovative ecosystem. And New York's getting there, but it's still going to take some time. And in Silicon Valley, they really value failure, whereas New York, I think it's a little harsher. Number 6, we learned at VMware to really help your employees feel like they're part of something that's amazing. So when we heard from VMware's employees, they all felt very fulfilled, like they're doing something that's changing the world, and to them that was everything. So that was very cool to hear and to listen to. So make sure that your employees are fulfilled, and you're going to make an amazing product. Number 7, culture is the hardest thing to change in a company, so make sure that you get it right the first time. Right values, right morals, right ethics. Number 8, if you can't explain it simply enough, you don't understand it. I learned this at Salesforce from Darren, and it's a very great sales strategy, saying, just efficiently know how to communicate your idea and know the need of whoever you're selling it to, so that you can really communicate it in the most efficient way. Number 9, as a CEO, know 3 things. Know your story, know your numbers, and be able to anticipate questions that are going to be asked of you. If you can answer those 3 things for investors, you're going to have a great chance of getting that investment. Number 10, enthusiasm to carry the team forward is everything. If you can't carry your team forward, if you can't move your idea or your company from ideation stage into a product and grow it, the backbone of that is really passion and enthusiasm, being able to convey that to your team. Number 11, don't be afraid to say yes. The more things that you can say yes to, even if it's not along your straight career path, the more that you could grow as a person, and more importantly, the more people that you can help. And of course, that leads to really incredible fulfillment. Number 12, believe that you have an obligation to create this company, that it's within you, and that you're the only one who can do it. And when you feel that, then you'll realize that if the company fails 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you're going to have gained that priceless experience of developing your passion and working on something and learning something that, unless you take that risk, it's really hard to come by that level of learning and passion to create something and lead teams and market it and all the different things that go into developing it. So feel like you have that obligation to do it and go after it. Number 13, We learned this at Airbnb. It's a quote from Brian Chesney, the CEO. Don't edit your imagination, because what one person sees as garbage, another can see as gold and turn it into $1 billion idea. So make sure that you go after it, and whatever you think you want, whatever you dream that can come true, it can. It comes from you. Number 14, develop your story. Be able to know where you've been and where you want to go, and be able to communicate that efficiently and be proud of your story. So, because your story is everything. Number 15, last but not least, marketing is math with messages. As much as it's a touchy-feely kind of thing, you need to really understand your customer psychographics. When are they going to use it? How? Why? What's the takeaway of it? And that's really the mathematical equation behind developing the story that your customers want to hear. It's not about what you want to tell them, but about what they want to hear and making them happy. And last but not least, who would have known that one of the most important skills in business and technology startups is communication? So that just goes to show anyone of all majors can get into business, tech, and startups. And as long as you're able to communicate efficiently and find that passion within yourself. So go forth, be great. Thank you for watching.